this one time, you will not go home. They play around and spray the ground, now more than minds will be blown. Sick and tired of y'all feedalized, now daily fire gon' go. See me now, I'ma go blow. Go 2 times to your dome. I'm the type of guy that call it like I see it, y'all some hoes. You all compromised.
We on? 1, 2, 3 in the place to be. I'm your host, Adam Mill. To the right next to me is
Sick Cause the Governor.
Juan Bizzle. What's up?
And this is another episode of Guest Outstanding No One Podcast from the world. We took a break for 60 days and then we back to reclaim the throne. Matter of fact, we never left. So, alright, couple bangers that came out this year. You know, I think we did, the last one we did was Schoolboy Q, which I enjoyed. That's one you can go back and have a lot of replay value. Carmen is doing something now. Also, I mean, the Kendrick Lamar and Drake was a distraction, well needed for hip hop. I think it was a distraction as well. I would like to do in the future the Rhapsody, her album dropped too. That joint was nice, you know what I'm saying? Now, and Rakim just dropped, I believe, or I think he just dropped a couple joints. LL dropped a couple joints with featuring Rick Ross. I think that joint was dope as well. Metro Boomin dropped his joints, those as well, but everybody's here to see what the guys who are like the patriots or sent this lyricism to another platform, another plateau, to another level, and that is the Wu-Tang Clan. And the number one henchman, in my opinion, is GHOSTFACE KILLAH, and he dropped another album. Please forgive me, it's been a long night because it's like 10:16 over here, girl. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody know the title of the album, we can get started on that.
Tone, Guns N' Roses, set the tone.
Yes, sir. Set the tone. And now, because I listened to it back from front to back yesterday, and I'm surprised that I got a lot of mixed reviews, a lot of negative reviews. You know, some say it was his worst album. I think that's a stretch. You know, some said that it was an album with growth, which I could attest to. Guns N' Roses, you know, if you missed the mark on that, for the people who didn't like it, say, oh man, don't sound like Bulletproof Wallace, don't sound like, oh man, shut up. You missed the title of it, Guns N' Roses. The hardcore parts in the beginning of the first side of the album, and the Roses is more of an R&B side, you know. I loved it. You know, the first joint set the tone with my man from Dipset, and who was it from Dipset? Dipset. I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's 10:18 over here. Help me out, y'all. Help me out.
Jim Jones.
Yeah, Jim Jones. Thank you, Jim Jones, and then you had Sheek Luke. And then on the second joint, you had Raekwon on there, which I didn't get a chance to look at the features on there, so I was just you know, getting the info as I go, right?
Hammers with the Method Man.
Oh yeah, Hammers with Method Man, and then you got the one with Raekwon.
Yeah.
The next, which I listened to, I said Raven fit perfect on this beat, and then boom, here you go, Raekwon right on there. Then you got the joint with Fat Joe.
Ghostface produced that one. The Skate Odyssey.
Oh, with Ray?
Yeah, he produced that. Ghostface.
Oh, that's dope. That was dope, and that got me fired up for another Cuban, not a Cuban Links, but another joint album. You know, that's long overdue. That's long overdue. You know, I'm shockingly, I was expecting Kappa to be on here and a little bit more Wu-Tang members, but he's coming out with a follow-up album, so you probably see Kappa Don on there. But I would love to have seen Kappa Don on a joint feature with him and Raekwon. The first side was flawless. It was perfect to me. No complaints. The second side, however, was a little bit struggling because he was trying to experiment and go into a different realm. But I did like every song on there except for the one with Ja Rule on there. Ja Rule, you know, I could have did without. Some people, you know, their style or their, is not timeless. I think, you took us back 15 years putting Ja Rule on there. You could have did without a Ja Rule feature on there. I think if he would have got a hold to Drake, that would have been nice. You know what I'm saying? Or got a hold to someone, even LL would have fit perfect on there. Perfect, bro. Perfect.
Yeah.
There's the second side, the first side was for the gangsters, flawless. Second side was grown and sexy. And I think, I give it a 9 out of 10. I would have gave it a classic first listening. But Ja Rule just messed up the whole feel for me on the second half, man. We could have done, without Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't even made it on the album, bro. You know what I'm saying? He messed up a perfect song. So what you guys think? What you think of?
Yeah, like the first 9. When I was listening to it, going through the first 9, that's like the first side of it. I really liked, by the time we get to, was it Scar Tissue? I like Kilo in the Safe. That was got like these like.
Hold on, you threw a gem in there. I'm disrespectful. Scar Tissue was dope. Yeah. See, let me tell you the problem with that real quick. I'm gonna let you cook. Yeah. I think Nas' verse was lazy and underwhelming. I think Ghost really destroyed Nas on there, and a lot of people gonna like me for this, but Ghost outshined Nas on Verbal Intercourse on the Cuban Links album. Ghost had the best verse on there. Nas was just the most memorable verse. Nas had the verse that everybody remembers. Excuse me, but I think Ghost had the best verse on there. And again, Nas did not put in the work on Scar Tissue that I was expecting. I was expecting Nas to really, really outshine Ghost on that, or at least, we had a sword sharpen steel on that type of song. But Nas was disappointing on that. But all in all, that Scar Tissue song was nice, was dope enough where I felt it. It's not as worse as the Ja Rule thing. So my bad, go ahead, man.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I was thinking about that too. And then when you get to Kilo in the Safe, I'm thinking, all right, now we in like classic Wu-Tang type mode. You know what I mean? Almost. Yeah. I kind of missed the RZA though. Like some of the sound in this album, I kind of miss a little bit of old RZA sound, but I know they kind of step and they try and do their own thing. I get it. So, but by the time we get to the R&B side of it, I was not a big fan of the R&B side of most of it. Like Plan B's cool. I didn't like Ja Rule's verse. He came in too low. I couldn't hear him at first. You know what I mean?
Facts. And it sounded outdated, man.
Yeah, like he was trying to do something different. And it just didn't quite work with it. But honestly, I wish that he would have got another one from Kanye, because the Kanye was my favorite one on there. To be honest, like that's like
was that on the first side or second side?
Like No Face. That's like the 7th one on there.
Okay.
That was my favorite one on there. But then by the time we get to those, it kind of picks back up after, like, now the one thing, the funny thing is, the third skit, what they call skit 3, the outro skit, it's like a glimpse between the mirror and like the glimpse behind the curtain. Well, the man himself, the artist, when he's like saying, I appreciate y'all just listening. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, and I like the way that is. So overall, like, say, by the time, say, Ghostface, I think by shot 16, it started to pick up some with Busta Rhymes. But to me, like, that second half he could have skipped that second half for real. And then with the outro, and I would have been good. So if he skipped that out, I would have been up there with a 9 with you, but I think I'm like at a 7.
That's what's up. I once you broke it down like that, I can see that. But weird part is, bro, I didn't even know Busta Rhymes was on there, man. I'm being honest with you. I must have skipped past that or something pretty sleep.
Ghostface pen though, he impressed me because of the way he switches up, and he's able to switch up in different ways, and he's switching up over different type of beats. He's not just staying over the same thing. So I like that about it for sure. He definitely showed the versatility that he's able to still go along with as the time went. He's not left behind.
And he went toe to toe with Method